Welcome, guys. Welcome to Buddies and Blockbuster. As you know, I'm your host, AJ, and we have a special one for you because we have the next special guest coming up. And to be honest, I believe he's living the American dream, but also the Indian dream of knocking down on all the opportunities. He has a wealth of experience in the tech as well as IT segments with a lot of solutions from big data all the way to IT consulting. He's also a CEO, and I thought it would be a great session for us to dig into how did he get there, right? So I'm super pleased and very proud to announce Mr. Satish Manduva onto the Buddies and Blockbuster. So Satish, I hope you're excited to be part of this mini interview about your journey. And he's the CEO of Intellisoft, and I thought the opportunity for us to dig into the success journey of such a successful person. So Satish, welcome aboard. I hope you're excited. It'd be great for us to know about you a bit, what you do. It can be high level, pressure there, and your hobbies or whatever the case may be.
Yes, thanks a lot, Alan. I'm really excited, and thanks for having me here. So I would like to share my thoughts and my experiences with your audience. So hello, all.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I know you're busy. You're a CEO, so your schedule is a lot more packed than me. I just wanted to say thank you for giving me this opportunity because not a lot of folks do that. So I'd really appreciate you spending some time to go into your journey. Right now, I do have a couple of questions, and usually most of the time I'm the one who's talking, but in these segments I'm the quiet guy. I usually let the guests run the show.
Oh, thank God.
And that's the main beauty of it because it's your journey, it's your success story, and that's what the audience would like to know. So I think it would be good to begin. You know, I know now you're the CEO, but let's go back in time at when you got your, whether it's the F1 visa or the H1B, that journey from there all the way to becoming the CEO. There might be a lot of hurdles, a lot of obstacles. It would be great for you to share that journey and how you made it to being the CEO, because that's really inspirational. So, what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, definitely, Alan. I would like to give a little bit of background about
Yep.
myself. I think just like many of immigrants, right? My story starts in India. So I went to School of Engineering in a small town called Karnool. So where my journey started into the engineering world. And once, while I'm getting graduated, all my classmates, right, they were making plans to pursue their master's degree in the USA. And I initially decided to stay back. I said, hell with it. I would like to stay in my country, serve my country. It's kind of sense of patriotism. I decided to stay back and then started looking for a job and then got a job in Bangalore. Got the job I liked because I had to go and sell PCs and floppy disks, if you guys know what floppy disk mean. So at that time, so it's a it's nothing interesting. It's a sales job, and I said, okay, this is not my cup of tea, right? I just wanted to go back and pursue my higher studies. So started. Then I realized, okay, the opportunities are limited in India. So I had to start looking for doing my masters and started applying in USA. And I got into Lamar University in Beaumont, Texas, for masters in computer science. I came in to United States by taking 1 lakh rupees loan from a bank with 2 suitcases. That's, everybody talks about that as an immigrant. So that's 1 lakh rupees is just enough to pay for 1 semester tuition and minimal expenses, right? That's how I could able to go through the first semester, and then I had to work through complete summer to earn the enough money to pay for the second semester. So it's really tough. And then luckily I got into UT Tyler and I got a scholarship for the second year to finish my master's in computer science there. Of course, I was working in a computer science lab. I was working in a gas station, and the whole summer I was working in a gas station too, earn the money. So this kind of a journey is really challenging, but of course, we enjoy at the time because we are looking forward to finishing the master's in computer science, and eventually landed in Dallas for a first job as a consultant at a company. That's advancing in my education, getting into a job in Dallas. So that's took a little bit of longer journey, but it's really exciting. After that, just a year into the consulting job, right, I noticed a significant market need for Power Builder developers. If you guys may not know what is Power Builder is, it's a client server technology back then. It was really highly demanding. It's like a golden opportunity. So I found a need and then try to identify qualified resources, which is challenging to find out. Turn my attention to my juniors in my college. So I went back to UT Tyler, recruited 4 of my juniors and trained them in Power Builder as a technology, and then able to place them through a friend's company, right? And then I became a partner in the friend's company. So that's how the Intellisoft journey started. Became an entrepreneur there and then within a year after joining as a consultant.
That's really impressive.
I just wanted to share that, because I guess everybody's journey could be similar, a little bit different, but this right opportunity, right timing. I started a company. I felt the need, and so the need in the business because the Power Builder jobs were available, very less people are available, and with the same technology. And I felt like, okay, I need to train them and put them back in the job. So that's training was continued there onwards. And it's back in '96. So it's 26 years ago. It's actually almost 28 years ago.
Yeah, I was 2 years old.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yes.
But that's really impressive, Satish. And when you talk about the partnership piece that you had, once you got into it, did the investments and the capital come through gaining more tractions and sales by then?
Yeah, that's definitely a challenging part. So at that time, because of the partnership with a friend of mine, he has a ISP business back then, which is internet service provider business. So he could able to support the cash flow. He could able to bring the business, right? So it worked out really well at the beginning. That's one of the things that when business is growing, cash flow is a little bit challenging in this consulting business, especially.
And in terms of, because you started Intellisoft, right? Let's dig into that. You offer varied solutions as well as consulting services as well. It's a two-parter. What led to that like approach? Was it just the market? And of course, you need to have a dynamic team, right? To make sure that the success of the firm is always constant because you've been doing this for over 2 decades, right? Um, how did you go through those approaches of one? Is what made you choose those segments, and two, how do you manage this dynamic team to ensure success is always there?
Yeah, first let me address the team. So at Intellisoft, we really believe the company's success is fundamentally linked to our employees, their motivation and dedication, right? So the emphasis was on hiring an individuals who think really positively. Positive thinking is important and have the drive to succeed. That's what I believe in. So as we expanded from the consulting to developing a platform, we developed platforms like Datamorphics, Edbricks, HR Checks. Or our focus was on team alignment and commitment for the innovation. So that's been central. That has led to companies like Edbricks, where we could able to get an exit because it was acquired by another company who is trying to get into the school districts in Texas. It's because it's LMS. And the same thing, I had a Sipira Systems, which was back then co-founded the company, which is a wide security company. That was acquired by Avaya Communications. So what I'm trying to get to is a strong team is very important. The team which is motivated and focused on the innovation, that led to development of all these platforms and developing these product lines and able to get an acquisitions as well.
That's good. And you've been a CEO for 2 decades, right? Over that, it's still going. For folks like us who would love to be aspiring like entrepreneurs or start up their own business, can you provide some CEO advice about struggles or obstacles that you went through over the past couple of years to overcome them, and what does it take to be a successful like CEO running multiple segments that you have?
Yes, it's actually you need to travel on multiple boards, right? So it's definitely challenging. Need to maintain talented workforce to make sure finances are in place and enough funding. And at the same time, profitable company and happy customer. So there's a multiple things that you need to make sure we balance things. Luckily, I have a great team. So that's initially, yeah, definitely had a challenges in leading a cash flow in consulting because customers pays after 90 days or 120 days. So you need to negotiate with the customers and you need to go to the banks and get a line of credit and so that you can fund the operation. So that those kind of hurdles will be there. Always challenging in this technology world is finding the right talent, right? Talent acquisition is the biggest issue, and also visa restrictions. You know about all the hurdles that we face in getting a H1B, getting a sponsoring a green card for the employees. So that's those are all the things that we face day to day in acquiring the highly skilled workers in this country. So to overcome certain things, we started changing the processes and we retrained some of the employees. In latest technologies, the technologies keep changing. It used to be mainframes to client server to, and we went through the Y2K and then to the web. Now, a lot of AI buzz is about AI. So
Really good. And since you're talking about kind of the future, and you mentioned the segments that you went through, uh, what does the future of Intelsoft look like? Because you've laid the foundation, and we in this current market we have new technologies coming in like every month, and AI is in the forefront of everything now. Where do you see Intelsoft going with their solutions and their services moving forward?
yeah, so looking ahead, I am positioning Intellisoft as a leading AI platform and services company, right? So we have a product called datamorphics.ai. Rather than a product, I call it as a platform. So that's addresses a critical market need by converting any data set into a useful AI interface. So seamlessly, it can feed to your reporting. It can feed to any of the DSS systems. So it eliminates the extensive need of an expertise in the data science and the data engineering teams. So you can minimize the data science team and you can minimize the data engineering team. So that's one of the areas that our focus is. And you see what happening with ChatGPT, Gemini to Copilot. So different companies has different tools and technologies. But when you look at the customer transformation in terms of the data, it's they are not serving the purpose. So we are trying to address the need where they have a raw data in multiple formats, and the data need to be actually fed to those systems like ChatGPT. So to creating their own instance, ChatGPT instance. So our Datamorphics AI as a platform, they can create an instance and they can keep it private. They can make it secure. They can feed their personal data or enterprise data. I mean, to say up with some sort of a run the machine learning algorithms and LLM models wise and things like that. So that's where we are positioning our company going forward in the AI space, and we are planning to expand to Europe and EMEA for the innovation and so the wider audience. So that's the future of Intellisoft.
That's really good, and you're never going to be free at all. You're always going to be busy because Intelsoft keeps growing, so that's good.
Yeah. That's what excitement is all about, right? So owning a business, running the business, so you always see the new things happening every day
Mhm.
in the business, and that keeps on going.
And I wanted to ask like a bonus question because you're kind of an expert with consulting, IT consulting, and you went through the whole H1B process that you mentioned as well, right? What kind of advice would you give? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of Indians would, looking for opportunities to come to the US, and based on the current market, the whole process itself is a lot. You have documentation, the lottery system, a lot of components, right? What would be kind of your best advice for folks looking for an H1B visa, doing it correctly, and making sure that it's a successful path in coming here?
Yeah, the H1B visa situation is really challenging right now because of the limited number of visas available. Even from the master's grads right now, I would suggest them strongly to go through a master's degree here rather than coming directly on the H1B because you can finish your master's in a year. And if you are talented, if you have skills, you can easily get into a job. And you have a STEM OPT extension. So you have at least 2 to 3 chances to get your H1B. So that's very important. Having a right employer is also important. So make sure that your company that you are dealing with, pick a company which is in a long standing, and don't take any shortcuts. Because I have seen some people who got H1, some other companies got blacklisted. And, when they go for a visa in India, they got stuck there. So things like that. So you just need to make sure you're on the right path. And as soon as you get your H1, get your green card started with an employer. And that way you are at least in the queue. Nowadays, green card could take, 60 years or 120 years. So we never know for Indians, especially. But be in the line, hoping for the best. Someday they're going to clear the backlog and the green cards can be current. Wishing for that.
Yeah, that's really good advice. And before we close out the main segment and get into the fun segment, I wanted to ask for your top 3 tips for like entrepreneurs, not not just in the tech field, in general, right? Based on your experience, what would those be for somebody who's looking to start up their own business, you know, try to risk it and be successful in it?
Yeah. See, this country is a land of opportunity, right? Whether you are an immigrant or not. For those looking to start their own business, first try to identify the market need and understand your strengths and weaknesses as well. You focus on your strengths, like you might be good at a certain business sector, maybe financial, innovation in terms of semiconductors, or something that you need to have a personal strength and interest. And so you need to identify that. That's very important for an entrepreneur. Then also to cover the weaknesses, hire a talent, right? So hire the people. If you have a weakness in sales, hire a good sales guy. That's very important for your entrepreneurship. And early on, I would suggest to engage an advisor or a mentor. So they will provide you the critical guidance that you need, and also helps you to navigate this whole, landscape of entrepreneurial landscape where you need to do the sales, identify the customer base, and sell your products. So make money. So that's why I would suggest all these things for as an aspiring entrepreneur to get started. Remember the quotes from Swami Vivekananda: fill the brain with high thoughts, highest ideals, place them day and night before you achieve, get out and get a great work done, right? And arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is reached. These are the 2 things I keep that in mind. So as long as you follow these, then I think you will succeed.
Yeah. Those are really really good advices that anybody can use, right? Like even myself included, at some point I would like to be as successful as you. So thank you for that.
Definitely, Alan. I think you have a great future. So you're working hard. I see you for many years actually. So
Yeah.
I believe that you are on the right track. Will be successful.
Thank you, Satish. Appreciate it. But now we've got to go to the fun segment. So usually in all these sessions, I have a rapid fire round, and it's just a chill, segment where we kind of get to know the inner self of who you are. And I have some
Okay.
fun questions for you. I literally have my tempo card here that I'm going to use as a signature of the brand now.
Uh-oh.
So
So I am
so be ready. You got to just
I'm
be
really in a
honest.
tense mood right now. I think I'm not sure what you're gonna ask me right now.
Y'all ready for this?
It's all easy questions, but something
Okay.
would be controversial. You got to still answer though.
Okay.
So
Sure.
let's start off with an easy one. Are you a early bird or a night owl?
I'm an early bird. Not really early, but I can't sleep when the sun comes out.
Okay.
If that answers your question.
Yeah, and I'm kind of the opposite. You want me to work at 12 a.m., 1 a.m., I'm good. But waking up is a bit of a problem.
I know we have a generation gap here, so I see a lot of that with Gen Z. They like to spend a lot of time in the night,
Yeah.
wake up late. Yeah, it's as long as getting the things done.
All right. So the next piece, if you could automate one part of your job as a CEO, what would that be?
I wish I can buy that Elon Musk, the robot that he's going to come up with. I'm going to train that robot and keep him to sit here and then manage my business. And I can go on a vacation and go hit the beach.
Oh, it's like Iron Man, like Jarvis. Just have him do all the stuff. Oh, that's good.
And tell him to suit up. I'm bringing the party to you.
And you mentioned Elon Musk, so I've got a question about that. And I noticed that you have a couple of electric cars, like Tesla and stuff like that. So, would you prefer an electric car now versus gas, or you're still old school with the gas?
So I definitely prefer electric car. I see a lot of advantages. Saving the energy to saving time, especially the Teslas. It's a full self-driving. It's really the improvements that he made is amazing. That I can go the work to home, turn on the full self-drive, and it drives automatically. So minimal interaction there. So
that's pretty cool. Now, you have a lot of meetings every day, right? So what is the funniest or weirdest excuse you've heard from someone who missed a meeting?
Yeah, there's a lot of those, but especially one or two employees that we see, they will be doing multiple jobs and they miss the meeting, and so I to say that repeatedly they have a dentist appointment, and followed by that, again they will say the same reason the next week they'll get caught. So this is those kind of stuff.
Beep beep. Oh my God, what's going on? Beep 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 beep. My bullcrap meter's going crazy. Beep 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 beep.
Now, I hope everybody in Intellisoft is going to watch this, because this question is for them in a way. What is your secret talent that has nothing to do with work? Something outside. What is that secret thing that you have?
I'm a good poker player.
My flag boy and your flag boy sitting by the fire.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
A lot of casino visits.
Not too many, but I don't have time for it. But at least I play around, play with the friends. I'm a movie lover too. So
Nice. Same here. Yeah.
I see that you are going to act in the movies. I heard.
What? When?
You don't know about it?
I wish.
I heard like you have aspirations to become a hero. So now
I'm old.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you a few questions though.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to be reverse.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
The tables have turned. Okay.
If you get an opportunity as a hero for a movie, you want to act as a superhero, or you want to act as a mass hero or a class hero?
Superhero it's not going to suit me. So I'll go with mass hero, because I want the crowd to love my styles and my walking, my approaches and all that. Yeah.
I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. What?
Oh, that's good. That suits you well. So we'll try. Let's try it out. So one more. I heard like you have a dog, right? Simba.
Yeah.
And how many days in a week that you walk your dog? And how many days your dad is walk your dog?
Full time. It's dad itself. It's not me. No, I initially got it for thinking, oh, it's my dog. I'm going to take care of it. But after some time, it's not even mine. It's just my dad's.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what happened to my kids as well. Like when they got in admission to one of the schools here, Sunmark School, and then they asked for a dog. I said, okay. Yeah. And they hardly took care of the dog for 3 months. He's 8 years old now.
Oh, wow. It's your responsibility. It's all the same in every family now.
Right. Okay, one more. I know you recently got married. So, so you went on a family moon or honeymoon, or what happened?
Unfortunately, it was a family moon. we did do the honeymoon later, but the first, right after the wedding, we did a family moon where nobody wanted to leave us, so my cousins, relatives, everybody joined us for a Florida trip. So
ഞാൻ നോക്കിയപ്പോ ഇവരാരും ഊട്ടി കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല. വണ്ടിയിലാണെങ്കിൽ ഇഷ്ടംപോലെ സ്ഥലമുണ്ട്. ഇവരെല്ലാം കൂടെ ചേർത്തുള്ള യാത്ര നല്ല രസമായിരിക്കും.
that was something.
That's good and bad about the Desi family.
Yeah, but we had fun. Now back to you. I'm not done. We have a lot of questions.
Oh, okay. Thought we were
This
going to
was
run
in-
out of the time. So.
No. I won't leave you. We need to finish the card.
Okay.
So if you could have dinner with a tech giant or a tech icon, who would that be?
Elon Musk for sure. That guy is amazing. He's innovative. He's thoughtful. Even if I can get a coffee or something like that with him, I would love to pick his brain.
Yeah, he has a lot of ideas in innovative components. So I would join you for that.
Okay, I'll invite you next time.
And I'm not sure if you visited India recently, but I wanted to know what is the one thing you miss most about India?
Actually, I miss the feel and the air and everything in a village. So I used to go and visit my village. You see those farmers working grains and tobacco and whatnot. It's atmosphere, the air that we miss a lot here. Apart from, of course, great food and everything.
Food.
Food is naturally the best in India for sure.
I always miss that. The flavor, the spice, all that. You're not going to get it anywhere. Now, I saw in a Facebook post, I saw that you went to the Mavs game. Unfortunately, we lost the finals. I know that's a bummer. But
Right.
in basketball, we have the two GOAT discussions. Michael Jordan, MJ, or LeBron James. Who are you with? Who do you prefer as a GOAT?
I think Luka is amazing. You know,
There's a difference and beating him down a little bit.
I don't know. I think he has a lot more potential. Slightly injured, I believe, in the finals, but he's a great guy.
And I'm not sure if you follow cricket still, but we have the World Cup going. It's in the US. USA, the team is also doing well, right? But from India, Sachin Tendulkar or Virat Kohli?
As a individual, I really like Sachin Tendulkar, but
Okay.
our generation saw him growing up, right? I met Sachin in London one time and his wife in a theater. So it's he's down to earth. He gave me an autograph. As an individual, I really like him.
He's a legend, so maybe this is a controversy because we're in the US, so be careful who you choose. Hollywood or Indian wood? It's not Bollywood. We have so many woods, right? We have Bollywood, Mollywood, Hollywood. So what would you prefer in terms of the movies that you watch? Is it Hollywood or Indian?
I still feel like, India wood is more creative. They are adapting to the technology from the Hollywood. It has some drama in it. So still, I would go with India wood.
Okay, nice. Now, to piggyback off that, who's your favorite Telugu superstar? Who's your favorite guy, go-to guy?
Interesting. I really like Junior NTR. You know
Nice,
Junior
okay.
NTR.
Yep.
He's very good in dancing, everything, I would say. But again, I used to like Venkatesh. He was my favorite hero before. Now Junior NTR.
And my last question, and you should think about this: if you were cast in a Tollywood movie, what kind of movie or what kind of genre would that be? Is it action, drama, romance? What do you prefer?
Romance is better because
Okay.
means again it's going to be family drama with some romance. So that's how you actually have the movies.
And I wanted to close by saying, are you looking forward to Pushpa 2, Kalki, Devara, all those movies?
Oh yeah, I think big budget films for sure.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be interesting. Going to start with Kalki, I believe, but what I heard is the trailer was good or something like that.
Yeah, it's actually very impressive. So I'm looking forward. It's next week, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Excellent.
I think Satish, first of all, thank you for engaging in this fun segment. It was really good to know the inner side of Satish Manduva, but also giving us insights about how to be a successful CEO as well as the insights of Intellisoft as well. I'm going to put the firm as well as a couple of links in the description. Be sure to check it out. Satish, any last closing words? Because I really appreciate you giving me some time of your day. I know you're busy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Alan. Thanks for having me. Interesting discussion that we had. Again, if any way we can be helpful for entrepreneurs, the business started, I'm here to help. And I am part of the US India Chamber of Commerce as a board member, IT Surveillance founding president, actually part of Irving Art of Science and nonprofit. So there are a few things that I engage personally outside of Intellisoft. So anybody has any need or help, I think we are here to help the Indian American community. I'm trying to be engaged in India-US bilateral relationships, and we are expanding our chamber to multiple cities across the United States. So everybody, good luck for your audience. Yeah. Good luck to you as well, Alan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Satish. And as always, guys, look forward to more content coming up on the channel. So be sure to like, subscribe, and share.